Alright, hello everyone, welcome. This is Shin Megami Tensei, any percent Super Famicom version. This is quite an experience, quite a run. We'll go into that. We'll talk all about that when we get into the run. So we'll just get straight into it, and I'll let Sion do most of the talking because he knows this game better than I do. I'm just better at getting runs in, I guess. But yeah, so timing starts when I press start. So I'll give you a countdown, and then we'll just get straight into it. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so this is Shin Megami Tensei 1. This is the first entry of the Shin Megami Tensei series, known by Shin Megami Tensei, not the first one completely. And we're doing the any percent category, which is a category that does a credits warp. We are going to be setting up specifically in order to get into a state where the game will let us walk through memory and then walk straight into the credits. I'm saying this right away because things go by very fast.
Yeah, this is a very, very quick run.
A very quick run. So there are certain factors that we're going to have to, certain glitches and certain things that we're going to have to set up in order to actually do the credits warp. First of all, we're going to have to name the characters certain specific names. Honestly, I'll be honest, we still have no idea why some names don't work. But most of the time, we're just going to name them short things just because it's faster, and then we're going to set their stats. For the protagonist, we're going to put most of his points into speed, because speed influences how, like, the likelihood of you being able to escape from random encounters. And although we don't really see a lot of random encounters if all goes well, we want to make sure that if we do, we can run away from all the ones that we don't want. Otherwise, we'd be stuck into fights and take forever. Then there's two more characters that will join us and will be part of doing this credits warp glitch, which are the Law Hero and the Chaos Hero. This game normally has two endings, and you can side either with Law or Chaos to get one or the other. We don't really see that. We're going to get one of the endings, but it's just the one that we happen to be able to walk into. So for the Law Hero, we also put points into speed, but we put a lot into magic because there will be one boss fight that we'll have to do correctly without any glitches whatsoever, and we need him to be able to kill the boss fight. And then finally, we have our Chaos Hero, who we put points into. What is it?
It's luck and intelligence.
It's luck and intelligence, right? It's not no speed.
No speed.
We put luck. Luck is always helpful because it helps with accuracy, and it also helps with running away. It's just not has as big of a factor as speed. And intelligence. Intelligence is a big deal in this run because in order to set up the glitch, we're going to have to be able to.
Real quick, here's Pascal the dog.
This is Pascal the
say
dog.
Say hello. We just pet the dog.
We pet the dog. This is a requirement if you don't want to fail the glitch. You know, I don't even want to say that because I don't want to jinx it. Anyways, our Chaos Hero needs... all of them are going to throw an item, and the item needs to land in order to set up the glitch. And the intelligence and luck stat influences it greatly. So I will just briefly explain the story. We're not really gonna see a lot of it.
Yeah, there's zero story to be.
The protagonist wakes up and has a dream that says that he's gonna influence the fate of the world, and he's gonna be joined by this Chaos and Law Hero, and that's the ones we named and put stats into everything. And we wake up and our mother sends us off to get some coffee, which we do at the local mall. And then when we get there, we see that we hear rumors that the world is being ravaged by demons and stuff, and we run into someone who was in fact attacked and turned into a demon, and then we get an attack knife from there, and that's usually how the story goes. Then we have to go back home and go back to sleep. We did one thing, it went by so fast I can't even keep up with what's happening.
Yeah.
So went into the shop because we needed some money. And the reason why we need money is because we're going to buy a couple of very important items in order to proceed with the game, which I'll explain as soon as we get there. But we also did a glitch called the shop glitch. You probably didn't even notice it because the text is in Japanese. But
yeah, and it goes by really quickly.
Really quickly. So how it happens is that a shop glitch happens when you have at least one item in your inventory that you can sell. And then instead of selecting that item to be sold while you're holding A, you press B, and this actually ends up selling the item whose ID is 0. The cursor, even though it's showing on 1, it defaults to 0 because you haven't moved it at all. So you can keep infinitely selling items that you don't have in your inventory. And depending on which shop you do, you will sell a different item. This one you sell an attack knife, so we can get a 2,500 Maka for each item being sold. And now we go back to sleep.
That's the turbo one.
We go back to sleep and we have another dream. This one we save a girl. This will be the heroine in the game normally. though we are really not going to run into her anymore. So her stats don't really matter. We put it all on strength because it's just the first one. and we move on.
Yeah, this character is like in the main game, in like the normal run, this character is super important,
Yes.
but here it does not matter at all.
It doesn't matter. We are going to skip her entirely. In the old route, she was very influential. In fact, the glitch happened because of her, but that old route was way longer and way more inconsistent. So I'm quite glad that we don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So we get back up.
Real quick, here's Pascal again.
Pet the dog again while we can.
Again. Yeah, while we still can, yeah.
So wake up again, and now we're gonna actually head to Inokashira Park, which is a park where there's like a little couple of stores there. On the way there, and now we can finally start seeing some random encounters that we're going to run away from because we have enough speed set to do so.
Yeah, we don't have a weapon equipped because I sold the attack knife earlier.
Yes.
So we actually have no means of fighting, so we have to escape from battle.
Yeah.
But because our speed's high enough, we just escape anyway. It's guaranteed.
If you were in this game, if you were like this, like if you had put all your points into speed or whatever, luck. For put all points into luck, you had no weapons, you would do genuinely soft luck and lose right away, and then you game over. You have to start from the beginning. There is like it doesn't help you out at all. There's no way you could get away from this. I guess you could talk them away, but whatever. Point is, we're being astral projected to fight this one enemy that we're never actually going to fight because we're going to execute the glitch way before we actually get to this point. But this this quote-unquote cutscene is unskippable, so we have to go through the sequence and get into the first turn of the fight that we would have done later to get it done.
So this is the first boss fight. We're dead, and that's it. It's fine. The fight's over.
As you can see, this fight this game has auto. We are going to use auto very, very frequently in the normal speedruns because it's the fastest way to get through turns. In the speedrun, we still technically use it, but that's just in a very specific condition. Yeah. And then we're going to enter Inokashira Park. We're going to go to one of the three types of shops, the three types of main shops that we have in this game, which are the healer, the Messiah, and the Gains. The Messiahs are law aligned, the Gains are chaos aligned, but we don't care about that in this one. In this one, we just want to go to the healer because we want to buy a Hamalia. A Hamalia, it's an almighty damage, almighty type damage attack item that does a lot of damage scaled on your magic stat. So when you get the law hero and he throws that item, it's going to completely obliterate the first boss fight. And we're going to buy a Nyorai statue, which is an item that makes it so that when the user uses it in a certain turn, they will get automatically revived as soon as their HP
only
hits 0.
for Chaos Hero, Chaos Aligned
characters.
Yeah,
only for Chaos Aligned characters. This one is specifically for Chaos Aligned characters. I think you need a Rosary in order to use it for Law Aligned characters. Obviously, in the beginning of the game, most of us are neutral, except Law Hero is by default Law and Chaos Hero is by default Chaos, as far as I know.
Yeah. Yeah, we start as neutrally aligned. You can tell by the way our character spins in the overworld our alignment, because it doesn't rotate in any one particular direction. We
it's
are
kind of wobbling.
We're neutral aligned just now. Not that our alignment's going to matter.
It won't matter, because the way the ending triggers has to do with a position in memory. It doesn't have to do with your actual alignment. So regardless of your alignment, you always get one ending or the other. The way to get them just depends on which one you actually do in the main game. But if you're walking from memory, you just walk into whichever one you want to go to. So
I believe we typically get law ending in this game, or in this run, though.
In this one, we get a law ending, yeah. Chaos is... I've seen setups for Chaos, but it was like a completely different route. Mm-hmm. So, as we walk back home, we actually get arrested because remember that guy in the mall that attacked us? The police thinks that we killed him or something, so they take us to the hospital. So... we can get a... You said that you wanted to...
I accidentally said I wanted to quit the game. I think I was supposed to say yes there, right?
Yes, you were.
Typically, we don't save, so I'm not used to that prompt, but it's fine.
Hopefully that doesn't change the state of the game, by the way.
Should hopefully be fine.
Anyways, as I was saying, we get arrested. We get sent back to the hospital because they want to do a lobotomy on us or something. So we have to find a way out of the hospital, and we go fight the hospital director, who is actually a demon in disguise, who was just like turning people into zombies.
I think
basically.
I might do the safe route then, because we've reset just to play it safe. It's like slightly slower but safer.
I think the problem isn't even the walk from memory. The problem is getting the game into the death state.
It should be fine.
Remember Zwanzig?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my concern, but we'll see. So the thing with this with games that with this category, right, and games that have these type of categories, that sometimes the game just doesn't want to glitch. It thinks it's like the Undertow protagonist and keeps pushing through or something. And we are hoping not to run into that situation. That is a risk that we were willing to take.
Yeah,
or there's a risk that Lonne was willing to take. There's a reason I never submitted this. So we'll see if everything goes well. I hope so. And yeah,
fingers crossed. We're doing it on actual hardware, so it should be fine.
Yes, quote unquote. So now we defeated the.
Okay,
it's
there's
a
a ghost. Keep attention to this guy. We want him.
Remember
later.
the ghost.
Yeah.
We walk out of the hospital because we got the key from the hospital director, and we're actually going to go back to the mall so we can get our Chaos Hero. That's the third character and the one that we will need in order to even execute the glitch, because like we said, we're going to use that Neurai statue item with him so that he can be revived in a very specific setup.
Oh. Well, we actually missed the escape. There's a chance with the pixies because they have naturally high speed stats that they can outspeed us.
We speed die.
Usually, it's only a case when we have Chaos Hero, because Chaos Hero has no points into speed, but it can still happen occasionally.
Yeah.
Here's Chaos Hero.
There's the Chaos Hero.
He was getting
up by
bullied.
some
Yeah,
guys.
he was getting his ass kicked. And we're here to save the day.
And after this, we're going to go to the drugstore, because we're going to, instead of doing the shop glitch to sell, we're going to do the shop glitch to buy.
Well, we're going to do to sell because I needed some extra cash.
Okay,
I
so we're
didn't
going to
do
do
the
to sell
earlier.
and to buy. We're just going to buy the normal, we're going to sell the normal items and then go some more.
Oh. Yeah, if we'll just sell a couple more attack knives, I think is good enough.
Yep.
That should be more than enough, I think.
Probably, yeah. I can do the quick math to know how many that would be, but... so what we're doing now is, like I said, we're doing the shop glitch on buying, and so we're buying the invisible item that's the ID 0 in the store. This item is called the Hikobari, and it's a Mudo type item.
It's an instant kill spell, basically.
Instant kills. It's an instant kill Mudo item, so it's like Dark Align or something. The alignment of the item doesn't really matter. It's mostly influenced by your luck and intelligence stat, because that influences your likelihood to hit an item. Like, because they're like the protagonists are like throwing the item, so they like need to like aim and like hit. And they're very bad at that. They're very bad at aiming and hitting. And usually we get like, I don't know, 9 or something.
It's 8, I think.
8? Yeah, we don't get a lot. But because it's a marathon, we want to play it really safe.
Yeah, I'm playing it super safe.
Because there's a chance that we get the encounter and then we run out of items and then you're actually like in a bad situation.
We have to like do the setup all over again.
Yeah, it's bad. Of all the situations, that's one of the worst.
Yeah. So now we're just trying to farm for a ghost encounter, so that we can... It was the sort of ghost-looking thing that we saw in the hospital, because we buy these instant kill spells that are like dark aligned. The ghost repels them, so it would send them back to us, and the human characters do not resist it, so we will instantly die if it hits us. And we wanted that, actually. It's very important that we kill our party members exactly this way.
Yeah. So normally we, like if everyone got killed like that, they would die. But because we're using the Neurai statue to
revive Chaos Hero.
Automatically revive the Chaos Hero, he gets killed and automatically revived at the same time. But here's the particularity of this game. In this game, you have 2 death sets. You have death status. You have dying and you have dead. If you're dying, you can still kind of be revived. But if you're dead, it's considered a further death state that can only really be revived at a healer. So, because he gets revived automatically by the item, but not into dying, which is what not from dying rather, which is what's supposed to happen, but rather from dead, the game like suspends.
It gets
Everyone's
really
dead.
confused.
Yeah, everyone is dead, but the game doesn't game over, and that causes many problems, such as opening the equipment menu, where they're supposed to display all the characters that are alive, but all of a sudden there's no characters who are alive. So the cursor breaks and you start accessing random addresses in memory. That's what will happen if all goes well.
Yeah.
So right now this is called the ghost hunt, and this is the reason why usually the estimate is not. Oh, there's the ghost.
There's a ghost.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to make sure to try and kill the law hero and the protagonist first, because we really want the Chaos Hero to be the last character to die for the setup to work. So right now the protagonist died. So we're going to use the item with the Law Hero and keep defending with the Chaos Hero until it hits. We have
We've got
10 items,
yeah.
okay? Like a high likelihood, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, if they keep
As long as we
panicking, they don't use the item, but they also don't consume it, so... You're trying to wear out the panic.
Yeah, I'm trying to wear out the panic.
Just use it.
Yeah, it's not a guaranteed chance to hit either, which is fun.
Yeah, this run is super scuffed. Oh my god.
Come on, hit already. There we go.
Okay.
You can tell it hits because the screen sort of shakes.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now
Yeah.
we're going to auto to leave this battle. That's the only way we can leave this battle because everyone's dead.
Yeah, so you
Now
see
we
everyone's
pray.
dead.
So this is what we're going to do now. Lone focus. We're going to open the item and we're going to open the equipment menu. As you can see, the cursor breaks completely. And now...
Oh, that doesn't look right. The menu didn't look right.
That-
Yeah, no, that doesn't look right.
and this is what happens sometimes when you load up the game from the wrong
Yeah.
state.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do from here.
So this is why I'm here to explain what happens when things go wrong. So this is what happens with this game. What is supposed to happen is you open the menu, and then because the game starts loading in the wrong state,
Oh yeah, the game's really confused right now.
we start walking through memory, and basically the collision of the map breaks, and we are able to walk right into the credits.
Okay.
However, by loading the game from basically suspending save from a soft reset, just like we accidentally had to do at the Aureus fights, means that the game that's loaded into memory might not be exactly the same as from a power on.
Yeah, I did also notice I did slightly misname Law Hero. That might have something to do with it.
I don't think that would break it. I genuinely think it was loading it from a suspended save. Usually you have to do this from power on.
Yeah, usually it's done from power on. Usually we have issues doing it from a save state. We can technically still finish the game. It is unlikely though. Not from this current state.
Not from this current state. We are just breaking the game further and further.
Yeah. The game will probably eventually crash.
If we try very hard, we can crash the game. That is a way to end the run, technically.
You know what? Let's just try it. I probably would...
You have a minute until estimate, so if you want to consume your remaining minute...
Oh, I have no idea.
Possibly not.
No idea.
Because it would be... Yeah, possibly not.
But
if it was a random encounter, yes, but...
I'd probably say be ready to mute the game just in case, though. I also you might want to put on the like flashing lights indicator, because as you saw, the colors got a little crazy.
That could happen.
The game might... Yeah,
I just want to preface that we haven't had this run go well in a marathon. Basically ever, and we were hoping this would be the first time.
We were hoping this would be the one.
Like I said, that's the reason I never submitted this. I do not trust this. This is my frickin' sign. I regret creating it every day.
Yeah, so there is basically nothing.
Somehow you still can open the menu. The game is trying so hard.
Yeah, like... Let's just try and pick some random menu
It doesn't even
values.
open anymore.
Yeah.
It just says there's no item that you can equip.
Oh, because we don't actually have any items.
Yeah, you don't have an item that you can equip, I guess.
Okay.
Wait,
it wanted me to use something.
No, that one is, do you want to throw it out?
Oh, well, I threw away something. Okay. Look, I can't read any Japanese, right? Just in case you're wondering.
So, do you want to like read the remaining donation? I hope it's not like...
Yeah, we have a message.
The message is like, good luck, Lonne. I'm sure the run will finish.
Well, is this like having a missing now or something? Because I have 22 euros from Jelly Dots who asked, hi, is this a new Pokemon?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. New Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's the new version of Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, we've gone over estimate already.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you might just want to just put it as to tie.
Have to cut it. The run won't finish.
Okay.
We could do it again, but it would require us to beat the game or play through the game again.
No,
we don't have time for that.
No.
I'm sure the next runners would like to get set up at some point.
Yeah.
Just pretend that we walked into the game's credits and the game, played the credits and all that stuff. So we'll just pretend that happened, right? It's a shame. One day we will get this in, and one day we will succeed. Unfortunately, that day is not today. This run, as you might have seen, is actually surprisingly straightforward.
If you want to see how the game ends, join the Shin Megami Tensei community.
Yeah.
And maybe you will unlock it.
We have the Super Famicom here for like the rest of the week. So if anyone, like unironically, if anyone wants to learn how to run this, it's only like 20-25 minutes for a novice. Find me, find Sion.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I hit the microphone. Sorry. Find Sion. One of us will gladly backseat you and show you how to do this run.
Yeah.
It's really not that difficult. I promise it will go better than me doing this on stream, apparently. But yeah, that's shout outs to Sion for explaining everything for me. He knows this so much better than I do. Shout outs to the people behind for getting this set up. This was actually surprisingly difficult to set up just because of the Famicom cables. Shout out to the Megaten Speedrun community for, figuring this mess out and for all the sort of innovations, because we've actually come up with a couple of innovations since you created this monstrosity.
We added a hat to the Frankenstein, so it looks prettier.
It looks slightly prettier, yeah. I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah,
I think,
let's
and
wrap it up.
we'll
Stay tuned for Claire Obscure.
Yeah, we'll pass it on for the next run, and that was Shin Megami Tensei, I suppose.
Yeah. Yes.
Supposedly he said.
And for that Claire Obscure, we still have two incentives open. You can choose which character will be used out of combat, and you can put money to that by donating. And we still have an incentive, because Ashmay will do the verso ending of the Claire Obscure. But that will come after the intermission, of course. But, okay, you don't want to miss Claire Obscure? Definitely not. We have Ashmay, and you don't want to, well, I'm not spoiling it, but you want to see how he's looking. And I will pass it on, my donation reading, my hosting, onto the wonderful, capable Tiny Tim. And with that, my name was PendelSteven, and we're going to intermission. Don't go anywhere, but be back in a few minutes. Okay, bye-bye!